On our feet, make some noise. We love you, Caitlin.
Hey, I saw Manny move the chair earlier, and I was like, thank you, Manny. I was like, there's no way I can sit in a chair. But the title of my message today is Willing Vessels. Like, I think there's just something so important and so beautiful when you learn how to be willing and open-handed with everything that you do. The moment that you just say, okay, you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing, and you just learn how to be humble, and you ask questions, and you seek answers. Like, you learn and you grow so much faster versus if you just come in and say, oh, I know what I'm doing, and I know how it is, and I've got it. Trust me, I'm a good leader. There's just so much more growth. And the story that I felt like God brought me to when I asked him, I was like, okay, Lord, like, who's willing? He said, Martha, which I thought was like a really funny response because I'm like, okay, Martha. Normally you see the two sisters together, Mary and Martha, and Mary's always the one, she breaks the alabaster jar. She's sitting at Jesus' feet while Martha's over here worried about like serving. And Mary, it seems like she's the one that's open-handed, but I feel like God wanted to shift my perspective to how Martha was the one that was willing to ask questions and was willing to open up her home. In Luke 10, this is the first spot where we see Martha and Mary show up in the Bible. And it says that in Luke 10:38, that a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. So this was Martha's house that she was opening and allowing Jesus to enter. And in this story, she had a sister, Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving. And she went up to him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me. And so there's something I think is just like really, there's so much weight to that moment that she walks up to Jesus and she says, God, this person is frustrating me and I need you to like do something. I need you to answer something. And so in any moment in our lives, I think God, there's just something that shifts that instead of me going up and like, hey, you like get up, come cook, come do this, come set a chair, come do this. It's instead of me doing that, I'm like, hey, God. Martha went up to Jesus first and said, God, like, don't you care? Like, she's not helping me. And so when you're frustrated with somebody, if you're frustrated with a person, instead of just immediately getting mad and start talking and start saying stuff, go to Jesus first and ask him how to approach the problem. Because he can often shift our perspectives and he's going to be able to uncover us in a way that they can't. Because sometimes if you just go straight up to them, then now they're frustrated and then they're responding in the wrong way. And then now there's just this constant tension. And so sometimes like just go up to Jesus and I'm like, hey, like, I don't know what's going on. Martha may have not even openly admitted that she needed help, but she's still like, she went to Jesus first. And so in any moment, it's like, okay, God, like, what's going on? And this is when Jesus responds and he says, Martha, like, you're anxious. You're so worried. And he's not saying this in a condescending tone. He's not like, Martha, dude, like, what's wrong with you? You're so anxious. Like, stop it. Your sister's like doing what's good. No, he's like, hey, like, dude, you're so worried. I don't want you to be worried. You're so anxious. Like, I don't want you to be anxious. She's just coming down to be with me. I want you to be with me. I want to have a relationship just like I have a relationship with Mary. I want a relationship like that just like you. And so it's like, slow down and talk to him. And in moments, it's like you have to be willing to go to him in every single moment. Because in this, it's so light. It's just a small little frustration with a sibling. But in several chapters later, in John 11, this is when she has to run to God because her brother just died. Right now, it may seem like in an ELC program that you have to be willing to go to God about you're frustrated at a chair setup or because you have to wake up super early. Literally, sometimes I get so frustrated in the morning. Not every morning, but I'll be like, oh my goodness, like I don't want to wake up. I'll be like mad internally at Nancy if like, I'm like, okay, is she going to drive this morning or I'm going to drive? And like internally, I'll just be like mad. And one day I was like sitting with God. I'm like, God, I don't want to be mad. And he was like, you're just tired. I was like, oh, I'm not mad at Nancy? Awesome, cool. I'm like, I'm just tired, so I'm fine. So you just literally have to go to him because eventually it's going to be something really big. And whenever you have a family member die or someone close to you gets sick with cancer or you start struggling back with old thoughts or old patterns or old habits, because that happens, you have to be willing, like, okay, I could trust you when I was a little bit frustrated at my sibling the other day, so I can trust you with this too. And so in John 11, you see Martha again, that when Mary was sitting in the house, Martha, whenever Jesus came, she runs to him in verse 20, that she went to meet him. And she said, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would have died. And she wasn't scared to tell God that, because she knows I can trust him with my emotions. I do feel frustrated, and that's okay. I'm allowed to express my emotions to God, and I know he's going to say something back. And that's what's so beautiful, is when we're willing to go to him and be like, hey, God, what is happening? Like, he's gonna say something back. He's gonna say, hey, I've got a plan. It's gonna be okay. And I know my first year, like, I had so much chaos happen. I had a lot of drama with friends, which is just so many tears, lost friendships, and I ended up not being allowed to live at home for a little bit, and that was a whole thing, and part of it was my fault. I lied to my parents about quitting school, but I was trying to follow God at the same time, and it's so hard. And so in a lot of those moments, I was like, hey, God, I don't know what I'm doing. And he would always respond and say, hey, don't worry, I've got a plan. And he took care of me. He brought me other people. He brought me a new place to live. He's restored a lot of friendships and families. Like with my family, I love my family and I respect them. And we have a good, healthy relationship now. And it all starts with just saying, hey, God, like, even in the midst of the chaos, I'm running to you, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm frustrated, and I know you're gonna say something, and you're gonna do something, you're gonna move, because you always do. And when I'm wrong, you're gonna tell me. You're gonna say, hey, I know you're struggling right now, but you're not like completely right. And he'll shift my heart and be like, hey, they're trying. I know you're mad at your sibling, or you're mad at this situation, but they're trying too. We're all just a bunch of humans trying to do something, and we all mess up a lot along the way. So I think the most of what I've learned is just be willing, just be open-handed with everything and say, okay, God, like, just be humble and say, God, I'm willing to do whatever it is that you want. I'm willing to ask questions. I'm willing to seek answers and talk about it. So just love him. All right, that was it. I don't even have a good ending. God bless y'all. I think Trey is next.